Hey guys, it's Kylie, and in today's video we're off to Animal Kingdom, and then we're gonna explore some hotels and hit up some other park in the evening to park hop to later. We are on our bus to Animal Kingdom, and that's where we're spending at least the morning to go see some of the animals.
It is one of the male elephants. The males usually like to be themselves away from the rest of the herd or in small bachelor herds with other male elephants. Of course, once they reach maturity, that's when they start to do that. You can see just how large they are. This actually isn't one of the largest that live here, but they do all eat a couple 100 pounds of food every single day.
Sure enough, two more sleeping
Yeah,
out
here's our other
just to
hippos.
left the
Let's see if we
island.
can find the baby. What's up with this one right here?
A group of hippos is known as a bloat.
I think it's...
They bloat hippos.
I can't tell if it's the
It's
shadow.
not easy to see, but the one that's separated from the group, look just to the left of its head, see the tiny ears sticking up behind it?
The head of
There's
the
a baby
hippo.
out there.
The head of the baby's resting on the back of the
It
mama.
looks teeny tiny. Baby hippos usually weigh about 80 pounds when they're born. Compared to mom, she's gonna weigh between 2,000 to 4,000 pounds, which makes babies look tiny. There's also a whole group of giraffe in the area, quite appropriately known as a tower. It's appropriate because they start out big. Baby giraffe, like the little one out in the distance to the right, stand about 6 feet tall when they're born. Means they can look into the eyes of any full-grown adult human standing in the grasses next to them from birth. I know height gets a little skewed from the truck, so to show you how big the rest of these animals really are, keep in mind that the armrests at the side of our truck are just over 6 feet off the ground. We are very high up in the air today. Out to the left, there are lions. The lions are going to spend about 18 to 20 hours a day inactive, remaining very, very still.
We're now in Gorilla Falls. They only have the male gorillas out right now. There was people in the regular gorilla habitat, so we're gonna wait and probably come back to try to see the new baby gorilla. And he's just hanging out. There's also one over here. He's getting up. About to go for a walk around. You got this guy just hanging out eating some breakfast. The tiger's getting up and walking around to then lay back down. So we took another lap around Gorilla Falls a little bit later. We did the tigers, and now we're taking another lap, and the gorillas aren't out yet. They're probably doing work on, and checkups on them, so probably not going to see the baby gorilla today. We're actually going to head out of Animal Kingdom and head towards the hotel for a little bit, and then I think we're going to do some hotel hopping before going to Epcot for a little bit. It's supposed to rain this evening, so I'll probably end up back at our hotel for the evening just to kind of stay out of the rain. But we had a fun morning. We saw a lot of animals on the safari, which was pretty good, and we did see one of the tigers out, which was awesome. But it's still a fun day, and just checking out all the different animals. That's really why we came here, was to see the different animals, not really going on any of the rides. And now we're gonna head out. We are now on the monorail. We're gonna go to Contemporary and Grand Floridian and kind of wander those resorts a little bit. Once we spend a little time at those two resorts, we're then gonna get on the Epcot monorail and take that over to Epcot. We are now on the Epcot monorail. We're actually gonna take it into Epcot, and that's where we're gonna spend the afternoon. I intentionally took the Epcot monorail so that we could see some of the construction, to see what's going on. This is definitely the best view to see what is going on, especially in that middle area of Future World, to see what they're doing and to see how everything's moving along with the Interventions construction and everything that they're changing. So we're taking this monorail to see all of that. We got signage for food and wine, and then we got Spaceship Earth and the whole new entrance area to Epcot. And then we have the start of some of the Interventions construction on this side of the monorail. On this side we have all of the Guardians of the Galaxy construction. They're getting some of the walkways down, which is pretty nice to get it ready to open. You also have construction going on in the Play Pavilion as well. They're trying to get the walkways and garden areas ready before they open that. And then you can see some of the festival booths out, start to see some of that construction. They're definitely working on some of the walkways, it looks like. There's still a lot of dirt. But looking at some of the lights and stuff, they're getting ready to open some of the gift shops, like where Club Pool and where Mouse Gears, even though it's changing names, is moving to. Those are definitely coming along pretty well. You can see they changed the coloring and painted that a little bit, and definitely see some lights inside of there. But a lot of the middle area is just still kind of a dirt pile, but they are getting some of the pathways completed. But nothing really yet on Go On This Journey to Water. They haven't really done any construction on that. It still just kind of looks like a dirt pile. So it'll be interesting to see when some of that construction really starts to pick up. But you do see some of these like cement buildings access to some of the tunnels under the Epcot. But it's really just a dirt pile with some cement right now. So they definitely have a lot more work to go. Station Birth does have the lights on it for it to be a beacon of magic for the 50th. All good? Excellent.
Thank you.
Automated driving technology verified and active.
The first thing for food today is the sriracha glazed donut chicken sandwich. It looks pretty good. Excited to give it a try. So the chicken sandwich was okay. I wasn't a huge fan of the sriracha glazed donut. I did like the chicken and like that part of it, but the sriracha glazed donut, I think the flavors were a weird combo. I like spicy food and I like sriracha and I like glazed donuts, but I thought they made a weird combo with how they made the donut. It was okay, it wasn't my favorite. We're gonna try a couple other foods before we leave here, but it was good. We also went on Test Track, which was fun. And it's very hot outside. It's supposed to rain, I think, this afternoon, so we might end up at the hotel for the evening. And it's definitely hot outside and we're starting to melt. But we're trying to enjoy the little time we have left in Disney before we go home first thing tomorrow. Next food is the cheese beignets from France. They're doing cast member previews over at Remy, so there's a bunch of people over there. But they're getting it ready, so people are going on the ride. They got previews like all month for different people. And I started off with some cast member ones. So we are on the Skyliner. We didn't end up spending a ton of time in Epcot. It was getting really hot. It feels like over 100. So we got on the Skyliner. We're going to take this to Hollywood Studios, and then from Hollywood Studios we're actually going to get on a bus and take that back to the hotel, which is easier than walking all the way back through Epcot. This is a fun ride. It's cool, and versus walking all the way through the sunny parts of Epcot to get on a bus there. And then from there, we're gonna just explore the resorts a little bit more, both Kidani and Jumbo House, and see what animals are at the resort. There's a ton of animals out here. We got some giraffe. We also have some zebra. I don't think any of the Ankoli cattle are out here. Got some different facts about giraffes too on this. Ankoli cattle, and then this has the marabou, which is a bird. But lots of different animals out. Some of the giraffes are eating from the trees. Some zebra, we've got an ostrich. A lot more animals out here than we've seen on the savannah at Jumbo House. I think that might be because there's a lot more people here at Kidani, so they've put a lot more of them out here. Where there's only a few rooms open at Jumbo House. I'm now just walking around Jumbo House, and they have some pretty cool decorations, I will say, in this resort. They're doing some enhancement on these windows so you can't see out there. Just some of like the artifacts, and like they definitely have a lot of stuff that like relates to the culture of Africa, which is cool. And it's just fun to like see it all. I think they've done a great job with like the theming of this. I definitely like the lobby area to Jumbo House better than the lobby area for Kidani. It's just bigger and has a lot more detail. Not as many animals out on the savannah at Jumbo House. We have some wildebeest out here, but not as many as the savannah at Kidani. But it's still nice to kind of sit and just see what they are. Our rooms right up there. So I'm probably gonna go head up there and probably hang out for the evening. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're definitely gonna get some dinner. So I'm here probably at the quick service place, the Mara is probably where we'll get dinner. But we're just gonna hang out at the resort for the evening, kind of enjoy whatever animals we see. They're getting ready down there because today's actually, we're here on August 20th and it's the opening for BOMA and the lounge down there. So everybody's getting ready. They are doing BOMA as a buffet and their test runs seem to went well, so I think people are definitely excited about that. But it's interesting to watch. This is kind of how it was when we're at Beach Club. It was right before Cape May opened, so it's fun to watch them kind of prepare everything to get the restaurants open. So I just wanted to show you the lobby from above. I'm on the bridge. So they have a bridge that kind of goes across. This is on the 5th floor. It's actually the floor we're staying on. And you can kind of see everything. You can see the clouds are coming in. It's about to rain. But you see, like, that's over the overlook. You have all the different rooms. It's cool lighting fixtures, some different decorations and stuff. It's kind of cool to see it all from above. Out this side is another one of the savannas. This is not the savanna we have a view of, but you can see there's a branch actually just fell off the tree. But we have some Ankoli cattle and some more wildebeest out on this side. So we pretty much just hung out at the resort for the evening. We got quick service at the Mara, which is at the Jumbo House. Definitely heard a lot of people out and about on like the Savannah area, like the overlook, kind of as BOMA opened tonight. A lot of people hanging out there. Definitely seen a lot of different animals. We've just enjoyed the evening. We watched the sunset from our balcony. Pretty good evening just hanging out at the resort. It was getting really hot. It did cool down a little bit once some rain came once we got back to the resort this afternoon. Some rain came, which was nice, and that cooled it down a little bit. We just kind of hung out at the resort, packed up because we have a very early morning tomorrow. We are leaving at 5:45 and we're flying back home. But it was a super fun trip. I really enjoyed our trip. It was a quick trip, but a fun trip. We did everything we really wanted to do. We wanted to go to all the different parks, to at least get a little bit of each one of the parks. We wanted to see the different fireworks shows, and we got to do that. And we just tried a new resort, so it's definitely fun. It sounds like you can, yeah. I think the boom I just heard was the beginning of Happily Ever After based on timing. But a super fun evening and a really great day. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content on this channel, and I will see you guys later. From our room, the sound is delayed, but you can see the fireworks from Happily Ever After going off, which is pretty cool. They're going off over the top of, like, there's some trees, they're going off over the top of those. They're pretty far away from where Animal Kingdom Lodge is compared to Magic Kingdom, but it's still pretty cool that you can see them, like, very clearly.